All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our weekly Team Passion Team Call, where we all just hang out in our PJs and relax for the end of the evening on Thursdays. Thursdays feel like Friday. Like I'm always so tired on Thursdays. Actually, I think I start getting really tired on Wednesdays. But tonight I wanted to talk about a couple things here. I want to focus on the Beat Your Best contest for October. So I want to make sure everybody kind of understands it and make sure that everyone leaves here tonight with a very good strategic plan. So I am going to share my screen so that we can just kind of go over the FAQ together to make sure that we are good to go. So let's see, where is that button? Here it is, share screen. All right, so let me pull up, I think the easiest way is for me to pull up my email. So this is the email that we got, ready to earn your medal. So I got mine on Thursday, the 26th. So hopefully everybody got theirs. So there are two ways to beat your best. I am going to do my best to not cough through this entire thing. To achieve Success Club in October and earn more Success Club points than the highest number of points you've earned in any month from October of last year to September of this year. And then selling volume. So achieve Success Club in October and accrue more selling volume in October than the highest total selling volume you have accrued in any one month from October to September, right? So how do we earn these medals? The bronze medal is if you qualify for Success Club and beat your Success Club by at least 1 point, or if you qualify for Success Club and beat your selling volume by 250. So in both scenarios, you have to hit Success Club, right? But you can still earn a medal off of volume points without beating your Success Club number. So is that clear? Okay, cool. And then silver medal is beat your Success Club by 5 points, or hit Success Club and then beat your selling volume by 500. And then a gold medal is your Success Club by 10, or hit Success Club and beat your volume by 1,000. You earn a gold medal. So anything that we earned on September 30th will count towards the contest. It will not count towards your Success Club qualification for October, but it will count towards this contest, okay? And so then you were given your numbers here, okay? There will be leaderboards each month. Let me see if that's up yet. Oh, I think they said October 11th, right? I think they said October 11th when the first leaderboard will be up. But they did talk about, they are sharing the Beachbody Champions page, everybody who has beat their best so far, and they're filling up a glass room with balloons. So it's really cool. So make sure you're staying close to the Champions page for some great recognition. Okay, so that was just the fancier graphic of telling us what we're doing there. Any questions? Do we need to look up the FAQ to make sure we cover everything? I think it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's a small FAQ. So, all right, let me stop sharing. Okay, cool. So, so that's kind of how you do it. So make sure you have your number. If you never got that email and you've checked spam and you've checked everywhere, a couple things. Make sure in your coach office you have it clicked that you are scheduled to, or you want to receive all of Beachbody emails. I don't remember the exact place it is now in the coach office, but you should be able to find that in your profile, like where you set up your websites and stuff. Just make sure you're like opted in to the emails. But the second thing is chat with Coach Relations and get the email sent to you. If you have an issue, let me know. Becky had sent an email, had chatted with Coach Relations, and they sent her the FAQ. So she was like, can you help me? So I talked to my VIP Coach Relations people, and they sent it to her within minutes. So let me know if you're having a hard time with Coach Relations not understanding how to get you your numbers. But then you don't want to have to keep doing that every week when they update you in an email. So just make sure you're opted in and make sure you can get the emails. But if you're not, let me know, because they will, if you don't get all of Beachbody emails, they will raise you up to like an IT person and I can't talk, escalate you to make sure you're getting all of the emails. Cool? Are we good so far? Okay. So this is not fun. You're gonna have to ask Daddy. I'm in the middle of a call. So one of the things I want to talk about is how to be strategic. Can someone fill this water? Sorry. How to be.
Massage your back?
No, thank you. To be strategic on your numbers. So on Sunday night, I don't record Sunday night's call. So on Sunday night, a few of us chatted about this. And then actually I did a live chat in our room. In our Road to Elite call. And many of us pushed, so my Success Club number to beat is 18. And so I am going to I'm going to double that, right? So in order to get the highest medal, I have to get over 10, right? So 20, that would be 28. So I just rounded up to 30 as my Success Club goal. In August, I hit Success Club 4, and in September, I hit Success Club 2. So I am not on a streak to just throw out 30. However, I am going to start really leading the way again. I have been doing so much personal development. Thank you. Thank you. To find that. I've never lost my fire, but to find that drive to push myself more. And here's what I ultimately have admitted out loud. And so maybe some of you are in this same scenario. So I have this amazing, and this is what I want us to talk about. I have this amazing business activity tracker. This is my business activity tracker. It just works for me. The boxes were working great for me. The categories were working great for me. But when I read the book 12-Week Year, I started mapping things out a bit differently. And so it's just easier for me to have everything in a spreadsheet that I print out every day and I highlight as I do it. So the boxes were great, but I started realizing that highlighting is like my jam, right? Like I highlight my workouts in a Target calendar, and I have been for almost 3 years now, and that just works for me. So I need to highlight things. So that's why it's like, if you want to use the corporate business activity tracker, if you want to make your own in a spreadsheet, if you need to make a list, whatever you need to do, just do it. Now, here's what I have admitted. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I was like rock star status with this thing, right? And then all of a sudden, Thursday, I'm like, I am so tired. And, Mark and I would run an errand, and I'd be like, okay, I'll do a couple things. Friday, I was like, oh, Friday's my down day. Saturday is family day. Sunday's family day. And I'm like, okay, you're not hitting Success Club because you're working 3 days a week. And you're like, you're not being consistent. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm consistent on social media. I'm consistent with my workouts. I'm consistent with personal development. I'm consistent with Shakeology, but I just wasn't being consistent in the places I needed to work on, which is 10 conversations a day, invites, and Instagram, right? The other thing I started realizing in personal development, see, I'm still learning and I've been doing personal development for 15 years, is my mindset. Like, how many times have I told you guys that I suck at Instagram? Like, I need to stop saying I suck at Instagram and figure out Instagram, right? Like, I was like, we stop saying that? Like, it's, of course you suck at it because you keep saying it and now you believe it and now everybody else believes it. And like, what are you doing, right? And so I've started to every day say, okay, I'm going to be amazing on Instagram. And it's funny, when I talk to a lot of people in real life, and when I've done this, you know, in these past 9 years, everybody says to me, I love that you're so real, and I love that you will just share, you know, that you're very low maintenance, that you know, like I shared the other day, like how gray I am because it's called the holy crap, dance is really expensive when you have 2 kids on the dance team September hair, right? Like I literally cannot afford right now, unless I put it on a credit card that is too high, to get my hair colored. Like I literally can't. It's insane how much dance costs, okay? Like it's like $2,000 insane this month only, like not even lying. They each, we have 13 costumes, and in October and November they're splitting the costume cost for the year between those 2 months on top of your monthly payment, and 5 of the costumes are $90 and the rest of them are $80. Like so I'm like, oh. So literally, like that's what's happening. And I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with it. Like Sammy got her hair blow dried straight today, and I'm like, oh, at least you look amazing. Like I'm just like, you know, the things that we do, but hers is only $25 to do that. So but having said that, like I need to get over the fact that I need to know how to do filters and fancy stuff on Instagram. Like I don't, right? I'm looking for the everyday mom who's a dance mom, a gymnastics mom, a soccer mom, who just needs to get life back in control because they are just off the rails, right? Like it's just whoever your avatar is, that's who you're looking for. That's who you're speaking to. So why would I be anybody else on social media, right? So that was a big thing for me. And then the second big thing is I'm not having 10 conversations a day consistently. I was having 10 conversations a day 3 to 4 times a week, right? Ultimately, 5 years ago or 9 years ago, I set a plan when I was working with Chalene Johnson, and I was like, she's, you know, we taught, and she does this in all her training, so you've probably heard it too. Like, what is your ideal work week? Like, if you could do anything, what would your ideal work week be? And for me, it was Monday through Thursday from 9 to 2. And I was able to do that 4 years ago. Like the 21 Day Fix was the best thing that ever happened to our business. Like it was an explosion. And the money was incredible. But it didn't stay like that. So I can't still work my 9 to 2 Monday through Thursday as I once was. And that's okay. Like things change, but you just have to adjust and adapt to things that are changing. So I want to make sure you're doing that with your business. Like I was talking to Lauren today. I was like, you know, I need to adapt to what business looks like now versus what it looked like 9 years ago. But the really cool thing about that is it's not that different. Like Beachbody is still Beachbody. Like we still have incredible programs that are released. If anything, it's better because of all the supplements we have to offer now, everything that is out there for people. It's better than it was 9 years ago. So, but I just need to adapt to maybe what the social media changes are. Or another thing that I started realizing through all of this personal development and journaling. So to give you an idea, I'm doing Brad's Appreciation Academy. I'm doing a Darren Hardy course that I bought a year ago for $1,000 that I got halfway through. So it's called Insane Productivity. And because I get subscribed to his Darren Daily stuff, he started a last 90-day, last 12 weeks of the year, let's all do insane productivity and start over from module 1. I was like, okay, perfect. So I didn't have to buy anything because I already have it. I'm reading in my book Sleep Smarter, and I'm watching a couple videos. So the majority of my business time right now is personal development. It takes me 20 minutes to send out 10 messages, go through my groups, and then it maybe takes me another 20 minutes to do all my Instagram stuff, like from the Power Hour from Jace. That's what I have all down here, that amazing Power Hour. So it literally takes me about 40 minutes to do my active work, and then I'm doing probably over an hour of personal development. And so just to give you an idea of how important personal development is, like we've got to make sure you're focusing your time where it needs to be. So that was something else I kind of just realized, that I wasn't talking to enough people consistently enough. And so we know that that's where it needs to go. So what I want you guys to do now before, first, does anyone have any questions on any of that? Okay. So what I want you guys to do right now is take whatever you use, whatever, like, I literally have stuff everywhere, but whatever you use for a business activity tracker, a journal, a to-do list, a something that you can sit here for the next 5 minutes. We'll just kind of, it's weird on a recording that you can do it on the recording, but anytime I do activities like this, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're like silent for 5 minutes on a team call, but it's good. I want you to sit for the next 5 minutes, and I want you to journal out hi Blake. I want you to journal out what your Success Club goal is for the Beat Your Best contest. If you want to do your volume goal, feel free to do that too. I have to kind of sit down and like look at my volume thing more. It's sometimes just easier for me to shoot for a Success Club goal because I know exactly what that looks like. Like number wise, it's just easier. And I want you to assess the last like 21 days or the last 30 days and ask yourself, okay, with that goal as that number, have I been doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing to hit that number in the last 21, 30, whatever, however, 45 days? And if not, what do I need to improve on? So I just kind of everything that I just kind of told you guys, I was realizing I wasn't doing enough of this, my negative self-talk around Instagram, like what's holding you back, or what's stopping you? What's the struggle? What's the challenge? And what do you need to overcome to hit that number this month? What things do you need to do? What do you have to do more consistently? So just kind of, so those are just some prompts, but anything that kind of comes up in this next 5 minutes. About another minute left. Minute and a half. You just wink at me. Hi. All right, about 30 seconds left. All right. All right, so how did that feel? I love journaling and getting things out. I actually came up with 2 new things too. In my Instagram, so if you guys have any ideas for this, in my Instagram Power Hour, I have to like search other hashtags. But everything that I think of that my tribe would be searching or looking at, like every other Beachbody coach is hashtagging it too. And so I'm like, so I wrote like, nail this activity. Like, what are my moms searching on their explore page that isn't so crazy popular? Like, like I'm always like everyday mom, low maintenance mom, dance mom, like that's all I can, mom of teens and tweens, and I'm like searching all that, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's just too, like it's too much. So I got to get that nailed. And then in my social media section, I'm trying really hard to come up with, so for my Instagram, my 2 like pages, I have 2 because I have one as my name and then I have one as NLJ Fitness, and I just never merged them or deleted one because I have like 5,000 followers on each one. So I'm like, ugh, it's just what it is. But I need to give one good purposeful post consistently every day in all those pages and have them be like different and have them have real value. Like Mark and I were talking today, and it came up in my personal development. I'm asking the wrong questions sometimes, like why can't I find new business partners? Why can't I, like, and it's like a why me mentality, like, and I'm like, and I know better. And so I need to start asking myself different questions, like, what value can I offer? What have I learned in the last 9 years? What have I been able to accomplish in the last 9 years? What can I share with my audience? I used to get real great feedback when I used to share my story about bankruptcy, like all the time. And I've started with, on my Nicole L. Jones, I've started more of a goal setting thing, again, because I just really think I'm good at that. And so I gotta just kind of share to do that. So, I have checked those, Lavon. I have looked at all, like, the dance, not all of them, but I've done that with a couple. There are just legit crazy dance moms out there, like, that I don't want to associate myself with. Like, I am the most unqualified dance mom like ever. Like Sammy sews her own point shoes. Monica's my hairdresser. Like Sammy does the girls' makeup. Like I suck at being a dance mom, but I'm really good at being a dance mom, if that makes sense. Like I'm bad at the makeup, hair, sewing type stuff, but I'm a really good dance mom, right? Like, so there's just, but yeah, it is. But I will keep doing that. I gotta find the right dance accounts to look up, I guess, because Sammy will throw out names, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no. But yeah, I can do that. All right, what? Who else wants to share? Do you guys want to share? Kind of, did you have some ahas? You have some things that you knew you need to work on, but now it's real because you wrote it down? I would love to see these things in the daily business activity tracker too, so I can follow you along. Yes, hot mess dance mom. Yes, I like that, Renee. Thank you. I am a hot mess dance mom, and I'm a clueless gymnastics mom. I Google all the USA gymnastics stuff. Like, what? What is this? What is this move called? Anyone want to share?
My strategy is just to, like, I'm posting my workout video in the morning, but with work, it's just like, I don't know. I'm so freaking tired. I started a new job this week and I'm training every day. So I'm like exhausted by this time and I have like no idea what to post at night. So I usually invite off of my workout posts, but then you start seeing the same names. So you got to like vary it up. So I need to at least start posting at night, maybe something not fitness related, something other than that, and constantly watch my stories for new names. Cause it's funny, you'll see new names pop up. And so basically just inviting off of that and following up just all of that, and hopefully with the new posts and the new stories, I'll find new people to do the new conversations. So yeah, my goal is Success Club 15. My best was 8. So my volume's pretty good on my left leg, but I really want to like beat the Success Club 8 this month. So I am heavily promoting the work. And I'm finishing MM100 about the middle of November. So I'm going to start that on, I think it's the 18th. So I'm inviting people to that now. I'm targeting people who are really like heavily into hardcore fitness and also people who are almost there, and inviting them, but also trying to get them ready. Like, let's do something, maybe, I don't know, I'll figure out a hybrid calendar to get them ready for the work. If they don't feel like, maybe they hesitate a little bit, like, oh, I'm not ready for that. So that is my plan.
Awesome. So 2 things. Sunday nights, our business planning call, we actually sit and plan out our week of social media posts.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep. It's at 8:00. It's 15 minutes, and there's usually about 4 of us, and we sit there and we take time and we plan out our entire week of social media posts, so you won't have to think about it. It'll be done for
perfect.
you.
All right.
So you can do that by yourself, or you can join us. Yes, because
No, it's always good to get different ideas.
Yeah, we all share too.
Oh my
but we're
God,
we're all doing the same things. We gotta switch this up. And then second, just to give you an idea or to remind you, so I'm thinking of the work as intense as P90X. And I did P90X 2 months postpartum, haven't worked out in years. And so to give you an idea, I would be interested in the work 9 years ago. Just so you guys know, there are moms out there. Like, my mindset 9 years ago was like, can I go into boot camp and not really join the military? like that was my mindset of like, I need to be pushed that hard to make my body change. Like I wanted to do something so severe that I almost vomited. And that happened weekly with Ab Ripper X. Like, oh my gosh, like that why don't I still do Ab Ripper X? Like because it made me vomit, maybe. But I mean, it's the best ab program ever created, ever. And I because I see my workout on my calendar, and if it's 30 minutes, I can't add another 10 for some reason. So I need to get out of that mindset that I should be doing Ab Ripper X like on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because I would probably get abs again. But yeah, so just to give you an idea, like I am also hello, kitty. It's not, for me, I craved extreme. So, and I crave it now. Like I'm so excited. But anybody else? All right.
I just need to basically do everything. So
Everything consistently.
Just the basics consistently. Actually, most of you probably don't even know who I am because very consistent about getting on the team page and stuff, and like, so I know more involvement and just like daily doing the Success Club system. Right now I'm finding myself like making excuses, like the kids are awake, so I don't want to be on my phone right now, or Ben's home, so I need to do projects with him when he's off on his days off. And so then I push it until I'm exhausted at night, as most moms are at night. And so like I know that when I have a time and it's like a lull in the day, I just need to use that time spot to do something instead of just being like, oh, I don't have a lot of time right now, so I'm just gonna not do it.
Yeah.
Oh, most of my stuff was kind of like that. But I did have an idea that I wrote down from, I haven't listened to it all, but from Rob Pearson, I was starting to listen to his like Emerald in an Hour call. I don't know if anybody saw that on the Champions page. So I thought that could be something like, I really would like to push myself this month because it's my birthday this month. And so I want to like feel like I, accomplished something this year before my birthday. So I thought I wanted to like kind of focus on that every day, like really pushing to do that, what he suggested. And I haven't even finished it, like I said, so I don't exactly know what all he says to do, but really push for that through my birthday, and then like just feel like I really accomplished something. So I wanted to try to do that, like work on like inviting coaches and bringing on coaches like for an hour every day, 5 times a week. And then on top of like the other Success Club stuff, to just have like a push month. So that would be what I wanted to do, like a little bit different.
Awesome. Cool. So one of my suggestions always is for people who are inconsistent or in and out, make sure you set something manageable and achievable so that you feel the little wins. So yes, push yourself, but also make sure you're setting, like if you're like, I need to be consistent in everything. I need to be consistent in personal development and posting on social media and talking to 10 people a day. Like just pick like those 3 things and then tell us about it every day in the business activity. Oh, and 4th, I'm going to post it in the business activity tracker or whatever. And then just tell us about it every day in there so that you can celebrate those little wins, and then add on, okay, now it's been 2 weeks of that consistently. Now I'm going to do 10 stories a day or whatever, like whatever those activities are. I want you to feel the wins, the small wins first. Like I want you to feel those small wins and do something achievable, because sometimes we push ourselves and want to achieve really great things, but we set the bar too high for ourselves. And so I want to just make sure, not that I want you to set the bar really high. I didn't mean it in that sense, but I want you to do things that you can manage each day now. Like if you're telling yourself, I can't be on the phone when the kids are awake, I can't be on the phone or I can't be working when my husband's home, like then you have to focus on, okay, I need to work 10 minutes here when the kids are doing this. I need to work 10 minutes before my husband comes home. I need to, right? Like, is that making sense? Like just making sure you have small manageable items to do instead of being like, I've been so inconsistent and now I'm going to do everything, because then I fear that you'll fall again and become inconsistent again, right? So just a little advice there. Take it as you will. But I've just seen it so many times with people, so I just want to make sure when people are coming back, they set the small manageable goals so that they can feel successful every single day instead of feeling like a failure because you didn't do the 10 things. You only did the 3. So let's just set the 3 first and then move it up and then move it up. So. Cool. Anybody else have some ahas?
I want to share on invites. So it's my struggle always. But so I think aha moment actually happened yesterday with the exercise and power hour that was leading to the invites. So it's starting from 10 things that you love about Beachbody. And I think I pumped myself so high that I went crazy for next 2 hours sending the invites and really like inviting for business opportunity.
Yeah, you have a lot of people in the group.
Yeah, so yeah, and now the next part of it is actually following up with those future dream team players. So I think those 2 aspects, that if I can stay on that wave, that like it finally will be breakthrough. Yeah. But the exercise was so powerful. I don't know, maybe it just clicked with me, maybe it was the right timing, but it was like finally. So awesome. Fingers crossed.
That's awesome. Yes. So cool. I don't know if you've heard me ever say this. I've said it quite a few times because it's one of my favorite analogies. Think of inviting and even following up as simple as you're offering them a piece of gum, and some are going to take the gum and some don't want the gum. Like if you are sitting in a circle of 10 people and you ask, would you like a piece of gum? No. Would you like a piece of gum? Sure. Would you like a piece of gum? No. The ones that are saying no, you're not like, oh my God, nobody wants my gum. I suck at this. This business is, inviting is so stressful. Nobody wants my gum, right? Like where if you're just like, okay, cool. Like you could care less if somebody wants your gum or not, right? And so we've got to think of inviting as that simple, because we can't we've got to control the controllable, right? We can't control the answer. We can only control the invite and how we react to it. And so if we simply just say, okay, thank you, we want to go through their objections. I don't, when someone says, no, I don't ever stop there. I'm like, oh, can you tell me why? What are you thinking? Usually they offer something in the no, this month isn't good, blah, 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 whatever. And so you want to kind of keep the conversation going with them, but also know that even after all of that work at the end, if they still say no, it's all good, right? Like, and you'll ask them again if they would like another piece of gum in 3 months, in 2 months, and maybe then they had onion and garlic and would like the piece of gum, right? Maybe then they will say yes to the gum. And so if you can think of it that simply as a gum analogy, then I think it'll take the pressure off. Because it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters because you care about them and you want them to feel like, right? Like I don't want it to simplify it that much, but we can't control their answer. This is one of the people's health and fitness and people's paychecks are like 2 of the most personal things. I worked in payroll for years, and it was like people were angry if their check was off like $5. Like it was like some, understandably, if it was off $200, but like people were cuckoo for their payroll checks. And then it's the same thing with this health and fitness. It's such a personal decision, and they have to be like, wait, what? I have to change? And they look at it as having to give something up more than what they'll have to gain. Even especially now, those are some good social media post ideas to talk about. Like, don't, don't give up on your goals from now to the new year and gain 10, 15, 20 pounds just because you think joining me means you can't have Halloween candy and you can't have turkey and gravy and you can't have all your favorites at Christmas, so kind of talking on those lines, because I think people think they have to give everything up in order to join us. Cool, good stuff. Anybody else want to share?
I think I'm right there with you guys as far as consistency and really needing to create a schedule for myself. Going back to my classroom this month has been extremely difficult, mentally and physically, with the amount of time and just exhaustion that I have at the end of each day. I'm not getting anything done for my business, and it's killing me. And so I really think that I need to sit down and create, even if it has to be 5 minutes to 5 minutes kind of schedule for the day, that is before and after work. Because really for me, once I leave the house at about 7:45 until I get home at 5, I don't have the opportunity to stop and do any type of posting to my stories or anything like that. I'm really lucky if I get a lunch break and get to go to the bathroom at some point in the day. So I have to get everything that I want to get done for my business done before or after work. So I'm really going to have to sit down and write it out and figure out a schedule that's going to work if I want to be able to make the time work.
Maybe research I know things change so much over time on social media, but maybe research what apps work best on scheduling posts. Like maybe you can schedule a noontime post. I don't know if you can schedule stories. I'm not sure. But maybe, probably not. But maybe you can, outsource that somehow or something, like whatever you can do. I know things will be changing for you and stuff, but yeah, something where you at least schedule a post, you sit down on Sunday and you decide what you're gonna write out for the whole week and then schedule in those posts. And I think that will be good. Yeah. And then even have stories ready to go so you can save stories, right? Or something. What did Jay say? Like in that email, you can like save it and then
you can save posts. I know that you can go, because basically you go through and you start it and then you click like back. Like
yeah.
Back and change something, it tells you to save draft.
Okay.
I haven't figured out, I've been looking and I haven't figured out a way to do stories, because I'll come up with a whole bunch of ideas and I'm like, oh man, I could save this. And so I haven't figured out how to do that, but you're right. You can save posts and I've been trying to do that. So yeah.
You even with your stories, like sometimes I'll like even if you did a series of stories in the morning that did like 5 of them and you're telling a story, and then right when you get home and those are the other 5 and you're telling a story. Yeah. I know it's good to keep doing them throughout the day so you keep popping up on that feed, but whatever, like just whatever you can do.
Something is better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's what I did yesterday. I did like because I've been really bad at my stories too, because I've been working on this other stuff, making sure I'm getting all this other stuff done. But like I did, here's how my food's going for the day. And then it was like, here's breakfast. Here was like, it was like 5 stories back to back, just to get stuff up because I hadn't done anything type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Good ideas. It's so much more helpful when we're all kind of chatting on these too, and it's not just me. So So thank you. In Stories app. Okay, cool. And on Candace's suggestion, I've been using Story. I don't know if it's pronounced chic or Story Chick, but it's an app that helps you. It's like $18 for the year, and it just makes your stories look a little fancier. And there's a lot of choices. And there's like a 3-day free trial on it too. So it's just making them look a little better. And it's like clean and it's easy and I can do it. Like it's not like some fancy app that I'm like, what? I don't know how to do this. Like my daughter is so good at editing. Like she has 3 to 4 video editing apps on her phone and she's like, her Instagram is like amazing. I'm like, oh, I need to hire you. I do. I should.
What was the name of that one, Nicole?
Story Chic, STORYCHIC. It has like a little S thing, that one right there. All right. Tiffany, do you know if In Stories is just for iPhones? Oh, she's gone. I didn't even see. Oh, I see your couch. Is In Stories just for iPhones? I don't think she's sure. That is
Sorry, I can unmute for a second. The kids are crazy. We're potty training, so that's where I went.
Potty training.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just for iPhones. I just started using it the other day, so
I'm blind,
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I don't know, but it works. I like it. So check it out.
Cool. All right. Good stuff. Yes. Helpful. Good. All right. So, could you all either send me privately, however, I would love for you to announce it publicly on the Team Passion Coaches page. Can you just put what your Beat Your Best goal is? Just so I can have I just want it on one thread. So if someone can just start it, if someone can just say, based on tonight's team call, beat your best, here are our goals, and then I'll kind of update it. Kind of like I do with the, when people share for the biz op, they comment and they say, I would like to do it at 5. And then I go in and edit the post and put you next to 5. Like I kind of want to just have I'm going to pin it. And I just kind of want to have everybody's goal there so that we can kind of see it. Maybe I'll have Lauren make it look a little better, but just so we can I want to be able to check in and have us all check in with each other. So cool. All right. Does someone want to volunteer to start that so everybody doesn't start it? Renee. Okay. So Renee is going to start that thread for us on the Team Passion Coaches page. Cool. And I will update it as you guys add your goals probably in the morning because I'll be heading to bed after this. But all right, cool. All right, thanks, ladies. Have an amazing night and let's have a great month. All right, bye, guys.